Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Intrepid Gains Live Friday night. We got Ian in the house. We're going to do some charting. Let me get it up. All right, Ian, you're on.
What up?
Hello, 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 everyone.
Am I live?
Yeah, you're live. You're on.
I was waiting for the stream to catch up. It looks like it's still
It
behind for me.
lags. Yeah, it does lag to you, like to you guys. You see like what happens afterwards.
Okay, yeah, there it is. Now it's catching up. So, what are we starting with? Dominance? Continuing to break down from where we've seen.
Yeah, you're live. You're on.
I think last time we checked it, yeah, we were like supporting here. We were just clipping below that 60. And we have continued our way down on the BTC dominance to 56. So BTC dominance has continued to go down. Bitcoin is now at 59,000 though. So it's still, oh my God, my charts is.
What is this, Ethereum that you're looking at? Or is that Bitcoin?
Chaotic. I just clicked the Bitcoin next because I like that even though the dominance is still going down, we are now at 59,000 on Bitcoin.
So Bitcoin's at 56% dominance. Like,
yeah.
Some people think it's went past support. So this means like we might see a big flood of money into the alts.
Yep, we crashed right through that support looking left. And this is on the daily as well. Oops. If you do come back further left, there's further support down here in the, from 52 to probably where we're at now, 56. So I'm thinking 52, if we do continue to break down, will be the next stopping point here. Now, I had a question for you about the dominance. And then you can see looking further left, actually, there's more support even down here at the 40s and 30s. And when was this? I expect this to be, just after Bitcoin hit 20,000. Now, the total market cap, including Bitcoin, just hit, $2 trillion. What's your expectation for the Bitcoin dominance in the next, couple of years, like on our way to, let's say, on our way to $10 trillion market cap for everything? Where do you think the Bitcoin dominance will head? Do you think it's just going to keep trickling off?
You guys know me, like, I love the alts. Like, I'm probably an alts maximalist, if you can call me that. Like, people, there's a lot of people who are Bitcoin maximalists, and they're like, oh, Bitcoin's the end of the story. I'm more like the story just began. This is like the internet breaking out. And my opinion, I can hear a little bit of feedback myself, but I don't know what that's about. But I'll try to. That's why I think I need headphones for these things. Maybe I'll get some headphones. Like get the audio straight in my ears. That might help with that. But anyways, I think that Bitcoin is. I think it's going to lose out to the alts. You see that it was much lower at one point. It was like 33. It actually, the others category, if you look at coin market cap, here, let me pull that up. I'm going to pull that up. Let me pull this thing.
They're saying I can still hear some feedback.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's like, I don't know if it's coming through my end or what that is.
I don't have the stream on.
Maybe if I mute the desktop, I know that's going to mute you. Maybe I could put it lower. I don't know.
They're saying I can still hear some feedback.
Yeah, like it's like it feeding off of you. Oh, I think I can hear it through yours, Ian. I think that's what it might be.
Okay. Let me just pop. Yeah, I'll fix this then.
But here, this is what I'm going to talk about in the meantime.
Okay. Let me know if that fixes it. I closed it and just popped the chat out.
I can still hear it a little bit in yours. I think I can hear it through yours, Ian. I think that's what it might be.
Okay.
Hello, hello, test, test. Yeah, I think it's gone now. I don't know if you did something, but anyways, you take a look at this. This is the lowest. At this point, you can see that Bitcoin almost was crossed over by the others category. In my opinion, and look at this huge gap now. I think that is going to close. I think we're going to actually see Bitcoin, for the first time in crypto history, be crossed over by the others category. So that's something that I think is going to happen. You know.
Yeah, and then so like down in the future, I don't know. I was just having this thought the other day where I think we could see Bitcoin settle around like 10% dominance for a long time. For a long time, I think, because even right now it's what a $1 trillion market cap. So even if the market does hit $10 trillion, where's Bitcoin going to be at? Is it going to scale consistently or not? I think is kind of interesting to think about. But I think it does slowly bleed out over time. Assuming that the whole infrastructure, it just seems inevitable, right? There's going to be so many more cryptos and so many things. Like the whole environment's going to grow so huge that it would be impossible for Bitcoin to maintain like a 50% dominance. I don't see that happening.
Right. There's so much more talent going into like all the others. You know.
Right.
So let's go over Ethereum breaking out. Like Ethereum is straight up like breaking out right now, or it's at least testing all-time new highs. Yeah, it's all-time new highs now. So once
Does
again,
that come down to a lower time frame to see that?
yeah, is it? Yeah, it's at an all-time new high, right? Like, and in this. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, oh, it's close to it. It's touching it again. It did it.
Well,
hit
I'm on. Oh, this is my Coinbase chart. Okay, because often I'm on the futures chart.
Okay, so it didn't hit an all-time new high.
Not quite
it hit
yet.
it 3 times. Like bam, bam, bam. Like touch the all-time high 3 times in a row.
It is close. Yep.
So what does that mean? We're gonna get a fourth bounce. We're gonna get a fifth bounce. We're gonna get like 10 bounces. When's it gonna break?
Well, I'm glad you asked that actually. And what does this mean? Because I got to give credit to Crypto for this. If anyone watched his last video, he mentioned in the video that if you think this is a top, he said, never in the history do we just consolidate at a top. So he's saying he thinks we're breaking up. And I agree with that. We don't. You see a parabolic run, like a blow off top. You want to see a nice parabola. You don't want to just see sideways action. That's what he's saying. He said never in the history is that a top for Bitcoin. More for Bitcoin than Ethereum, but I think it's relevant to where we're at on Ethereum right now. So previously in the last live stream, we were, well, let's see here. Today's the 9th. It's been, what, a whole week since our last live stream, I think?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's been about a week.
And I think we had just crossed over. Yeah, we were going straight up right here, and I said, it's anybody's guess how high we go, but I said I think it wouldn't surprise me to come back down and chop at 2,000 to test this previous resistance, right? This was our high, it was a resistance. Once we cross that, pretty normal to come back down and have some price action right at it. And we found nice support right at the start, and I think this was to try and scare everybody out, shake all the weak hands out, and we come back up. And now that we found that support on it, yeah, I'm still looking for, I would move this down. About 2,400 to 2,600 is where I'm looking for ETH to go. I am on the 30. I don't want to be on the 30. Looking at the 40-minute. 4 hours, not really much different. I don't really have much more here. But just continuing, basically, this measured move is off of this W pattern here. It's just a big macro pattern. I don't know if anybody's really using that as a W. I think a lot of people is doing more of a big triangle pattern out of it, connecting kind of these. I think this was kind of the breakout that a lot of people looked for, and you can see we shot right past it once we did break out of that. But then if you measure the same move, it's going to be in the same vicinity, right? See, they match up anyway.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Whatever pattern you use doesn't really matter here. That's why I just went with a big. I like the W pattern because I see it making that confirmation kind of like in this resistance that I seen.
We're about to see a big spike in Ether. We're about to see a spike in alts. I think we're gonna get like one of those green days where everything just goes boom. I think it's gonna happen because like we're that's what my impression is that we're at the final moments of this. Everything just like goes for a little party.
Well, it seems like it's almost like watching a fireworks show because even through all this sideways consolidation here, we've been seeing some alts pop off, right? Like it's just starting some those little starter fireworks going off, and we'll probably get into some of those that have popped off recently. I know, like what B&B is going crazy. That's what a competitor though. That's not really based off Ethereum network.
Well,
Which one are you looking at getting into next?
all right, let's go into Geek. This is a new. This is our gem that we found recently. An infrastructure project. This one is like I said in this one. This one has a pretty it has a lot of tokens being released like for advertising for building itself, so be cautious. The more when you buy this thing, enter it in slow, let them sell out. Don't get too excited, just let them but accumulate a position here because this one is 150 million market cap, but it looks like it's prepared to do something bigger than that, than $150 million market cap. Like it is it is like one of the things I like about this project most is it doesn't have it might have found a way to kind of take governance out of its a lot of the equation, and human beings are deeply flawed, and so taking governance out of the equation is very awesome. Just plain and simple, and so people could vote with their feet into the protocol that they want to use, and so it's kind of like a web of blockchains, just like like a Polkadot system, but a completely different approach. So it is good. I think this is a valuable part of a well-diversified portfolio. Is this Geek coin we found? Talented developers, talented team, in the position to go even if they hit 15 billion or if they hit 1.5 billion, that's 10x or 100x from here. And you keep an eye on the diluted, the diluted market cap. Don't look at the it says 15 million. When it's got really bad inflation, just look at the diluted. And someone asked, how come you don't hold any Link? The reason I'm not holding Link is because I'm looking for 5 to 10 Xers. And I don't think Link's going to do that. I would rather hold an infrastructure. Now, I think Link is part of the infrastructure. It's a core project. It's very valuable. And I could be wrong, but I just think I can find things that are going to perform better. It's an excellent. Link is one that you obviously wish you bought during the bear market. But the reason I'm just not holding it is because I don't think it's there's just things that are 5, 10, and 100x that I can still find. Why would I hold something that's way up there? Besides, Polkadot's an infrastructure. Link is going to be a big project in the infrastructure. It's going to be an important part, but it's only a fraction of it. It's part of it. It's like the electric lines on the but it's not the highway system itself. If that makes any sense. Geek Great or this Geek one is this foundational layer. Polkadot will be, Polkadot, Ethereum, Geek, Cardano, all these foundational layer protocols, they have way more upside potential, and the oracles. I have a video that I just released to my Patreon group talking about oracles and how they're going to be a critical part and just one more, use case, but you're going to have multiple oracles feeding whatever data stream you have. So yeah, let's go to Mirror. Okay, so Mirror is one that we just made a call on. Oh yeah, Geek, strong stuff. I love Geek. Check out Geek, guys.
Stuff.
Check out my video on Geek.
And also one thing to mention, I think I heard you mention multiple times, was when you're looking at this, not to really just look straight at the market cap. You want to look at the diluted.
Right. So check that Etherscan. Show them how to look at Etherscan. You click the Etherscan.
Is it down?
No, it's up. Go up. Click. See the contract address?
Oh, right there.
So that Etherscan will show you the diluted market cap. Fully diluted market cap, 242 million. That's what you should be really looking at with something like Geek, because Geek has it's going to have big inflation. Okay. Thoughts on Luna? I love Luna. I wish I would have bought it. All right, let's check out.
Though, didn't you hold Link at one point?
I held Luna for a little bit. I got a 5x out of Luna, but let's check out Mirror. Mirror is using Luna, so we're gonna look at.
No,
Mirror.
I meant at Link. Link, did you ever hold Link?
I got a 3x out of it. Sometimes when stuff is running, I'll stick it in and then I'll take it out. But I don't like to hold ones I didn't get in at the bottom. I like buying stuff at the bottom.
Apparently, I charted this. I don't even remember charting this, but it played out perfectly. God, I wish I would have taken that.
Yeah,
Holy.
guys, so Mirror was another one. I called Mirror at $9, or actually 8.20. Between 8 and 9. Look at this breakout, and I think it's going to keep going. I think we're going to get a solid $45 Mirror token. Mirror is excellent, excellent stuff. Quality. It's part of the Luna team. If you want some Luna upside, go for Mirror because it's just in its prime time. It's shining, and it's acquiring market share. It's cheap to use. It's got a very valuable service. I'm going to be using its service. I made the call on Mirror, and I'm haven't sold anything. I'm going to hold this until at the very least that I get that 5x. This is gonna surpass synthetics. Call me crazy, but I think it's gonna pass synthetics. It's just better all around. Synthetics is built into multiple protocols, but this one is actually on the Luna system. It's built, on the Terra system, so it's like inexpensive to use. You can use this and spend 10 cents. Retail could be trading, and they're going to bring, some of the upgrades that they're going to bring to Mirror are leverage trading, and like you could trade anything, yeah. So it's going to be awesome. Let's check out Algo.
Well, I'm still just in amazement at this chart, though, because whenever you did ask me about this, it must have been.
Look at that! Look at it went beyond.
It was more than a. It was down here. It was before it broke out, I think.
Yeah.
It was definitely down here.
Yeah, I can tell you that this was going to break out. We went over this. You look at our old video, and it's before this happened. Before what?
So, I'm now realizing that the other day, I was on my phone, hit my watch list, and I accidentally slid my finger up and deleted one off my watch list.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Mirror. So I didn't know what it was. I'm like, I deleted one. I don't remember what that was.
Oh man.
And so that's why I missed all this action here.
Didn't you see my video, Ian? Did you watch my video?
No, I did. I'm just saying that I missed it because I deleted it off my watch list.
Oh my god.
But you can see it hit these targets perfectly. I had targets at $9 and $11. And, I was looking at a W within, an ascending triangle, and it hit both targets, both take profits. And that's beautiful. That's what we want to see. Hopefully I got some more charts that are playing. I got, a lot have been respecting TA pretty decently. And it's usually the bigger projects, right? Not the Geek isn't really going to respect my TA very well.
Yeah. The crazy thing is both the TA and the fundamentals were predicting this thing going higher. So
that's what you want to see.
Both of them, both of them lined up. That's exactly right. If I'm going to invest in a project, I look at the fundamentals, and if the fundamentals are strong, and then plus the chart, I'll be like, oh, the chart's just supporting the fundamentals. So yeah, it adds a little bit of support to your idea. All right, let's check out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Algo?
Yeah, Algo. I'm bullish on Algo, at least in the short term.
Yeah, I've been trying to slice and dice this up into some smaller patterns, and when we broke, so on the smaller pattern here that I have, this little wedge here, we broke down, and DOT did the same thing when it was $40, had that resistance, and it came up and found support. I was kind of hoping Algo would do the same thing with the $1.40 area, but it got rejected here. And I was a little disappointed, but now we're back up over 140. So if it can hold above 140, I think this is going to be a point that we don't come back to on Algorand. I don't know why I feel that way, but just the way all the markets are being, that's what it's got me feeling like right now. Now I don't really trade based on that completely, but have been enjoying and trying to accumulate more Algorand for sure, because we did break that diagonal trend line. We're chopping around, finding some support, and looking to head to these higher targets above $2. That's what I'm looking for.
All right, someone said look at Algo Algo versus DOT. So I'm gonna pull that up. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna throw that in the screen. So it looks like, according to what that one person, what our guy want to say, it looks like Algo, it's losing against DOT. That's what that means. DOT is just performing better than Algorand. because dot if dot being in the denominator. You guys know I love myself some dot. I own a lot of dot, and it looks like it's flatlined here, so we might see actually some gain. You know, against algo versus dot. But yeah, it looks like it's flatlined. So who knows? You guys know I love both of those projects.
Now, do you trade very often based off of like chart pairings like that? Is that you use that quite a bit?
No, I mean it's like 20%. It's 20% of what I do. Like my trading is 20% technical, 80% fundamental. And so like what I do is I buy something purely based on fundamentals, and then I'll dive even more into the research. And if I get more bullish from the fundamentals, then I'll buy more. And then like as new information comes in, obviously through time, then I might even add or I do it based on information. And then if it performs really well, I'll look at the chart and say, should I take some now? And if it looks like the chart kind of confirms the idea, then I'll take out. The chart just kind of helps me make the decision.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like the entry exit supplementer. So let's look at LYXE. Looks like Algorand is ready for takeoff, but it looks like it's going to take a while. Maybe a week or so.
Luxo.
All right.
So, yeah, go ahead.
We gonna get any action out of this? I mean, that Luxo is one of my core holdings. Like, this is something I just think is fundamentally undervalued. I know that they're getting pitched by multi-billion-dollar companies. It itself is worth like $1 billion, but it's going to have billion-dollar companies that are going to be building with it. They're going to choose this one because it's got the guy who caused the ERC20 standard in 2017. He's building from the ground up a blockchain around a new standard, and he's going to be Ethereum basically layer 2 right here. This is going to be the first Ethereum layer 2, like the Ethereum version 2 test environment. Like people were saying, it's like Kusama is to Polkadot. This one is to Ethereum. But remember, this is its own blockchain, and it's going to connect to Ethereum. It's going to connect to Dot. It's going to connect to Algorand, all those projects. But it's built from the ground up for NFTs by one of the best developers in the entire space. That's it's just undervalued. Every fundamental thing is saying this is undervalued. So I don't even think about the price. I just kind of look at it like we're doing right now, and I say, oh, that's interesting. People are being delusional and selling it. Maybe I'll pick up some more if it goes lower. I'll take some of my profits and put it into this. I don't care. I'm going to be irrational in this one. Irrationally long on this.
I like having your fundamental analysis on these coins because I know that I'm not just trading like a random coin here. Fundamentally this is strong, and fundamentally you're still telling me that it's got plenty of room to go. So I can expect more upside out of this, and I have adjusted my correction wave here. I think I might have mentioned this last time on the stream, but it is getting really extended out here now, and I was looking for like a potential head and shoulders. I was also looking for potential double bottoms, but it's getting so extended out now that those patterns are now kind of invalidated. But now what I am seeing with this new data is if I kind of draw this top down to this high, it's been respecting this downward pressure, right? And we are forming a pretty hard support here right around $14, and that's currently where we're sitting. So it does look kind of like a descending triangle, which is technically bearish, but if you take it more as like a bull pennant and you grab this flagpole lines up pretty nicely within my area that I'm looking for, which I've been looking for a long time for high 30s to low 40 area for Luxo's next run. Now, one thing I pay attention to this chart quite a bit because, like you, I hold quite a bit of Luxo, and it's mainly due to your video that you put out back here when it was I scooped up quite a bit between $1 and $3 right in here. I was just buying any chance I could, and now that turned into a large bag. So I watched this chart pretty close, and I still hold a bit. I haven't sold any. What I do notice on the daily, looking at the momentum here, which this is also probably noticeable on the RSI, which I can kind of show you too, because I know people aren't going to have this momentum indicator, and if people want to kind of pay attention for themselves, it probably shows up on the RSI, but this momentum is coming down quite a bit, and it's getting ready to clip off and start trying to push its way up, and it's hanging on by its teeth. But looking at the price, going candle body to candle body, it's basically straight across. Going wick to wick, the price has come up or flatlined, but the momentum's going down. So it's kind of in between like a class B, class A type of bullish divergence here, which is good if you're looking for Luxo to go up. If you're looking to get an additional discount here, I don't know if you should hold your breath here, because this is getting close. I mean, we could see a rejection here. We could see this break down or break up, but it's coiled up hard. It is coiled up very hard.
Take a look at, someone said it looks like it's going to bleed LYXE versus ETH. So let's take a look at that, because I know ETH broke out, and maybe that chart looks bearish for Luxo, at least in the short term. One of our, who was it? Gene Evans. He said.
Okay, so I can actually pull this up. Well,
yeah.
So this is why I was kind of asking you if you pair these much, because I don't look at like crypto to crypto pairs very often. I have more recently, because now that I have a lot more crypto to manage, I don't always think of terms into going into like USD anymore. So
yeah, like I don't even think about USD that often. Like I try to think in terms of like my ultra safe conservative play is silver and gold, and I know that might be crazy to some people, but that's my ultra conservative. Like, because even Bitcoin comes down like 50, 60, 70% in a bear market. So why would I even have to experience that? Like, I can just put it in gold and silver and wait 2 years, and let that earn interest on Celsius.
Since the start of the stream, Bitcoin's gone up another 1,000, breaking 60. Let's go. That's good for the whole market, right?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen. It's been a while since we've seen 60. Did we clip it back here? We did back second. It's been a week, but yeah, since the start of the stream, I mean, ETH has gone up another good $20, $25, and Bitcoin went up 1,000. So we are pumping right on the live stream. What were we just looking at, Luxo? Oh, we were looking at the pairing chart. So I did have a comment about that. Sorry, I didn't mean to get distracted here, but I just seen that pump. On this, what I do notice with the Luxo to Ethereum chart is we retrace back to the 618. So I'm not too... And there is some previous support here from resistance, right? We had resistance, got rejected.
Ooh, yeah, you're right.
And came back around.
It's coming back to a point of support.
It's this previous resistance could be support, and it's at the 618. So this is just, honestly, it's another good sign for me. I'm kind of glad to pull that up, because now when I do go back and I look at Luxo, it kind of falls in confluence here. I hope this just makes one big W pattern, because W patterns are just so simple to me. Because this almost looks like it could do something like that. But yeah, it's keep your eye on this, because it's literally any day. The suspense has been killing me for days on this, but it's getting just so coiled to the point of just ridiculousness.
A lot of my followers hold Luxo, and that's obviously every big boy pants. Everybody's making their own decision, but yeah,
most patterns, especially in crypto, most patterns don't coil all the way to the very end. They usually break out before this.
Right. I wonder what Luxo's waiting for.
Don't know. I don't know. Everything is starting to really pop off.
I have news in the channels like that billion-dollar companies are looking at this. So yeah, it's gonna pop. That's what Grant says. So let's check it. We'll take a look at 3 more coins, and then we'll do questions and answers. I'll dig through the stream, but let's take a look at Celsius.
Yeah, Celsius is pretty exciting because we've looked at this, I believe, every live stream that I've been on so
And
far,
we called this.
and
We
and
guys,
it
we clearly
yeah,
called this. Yeah.
and it broke out, and you can see it even wicked perfectly back down to that diagonal resistance, and just instantly got bought back up and continued on. I had 2 targets here, so it met the first target at $8. I've been calling $8 to $10 for what, 2 weeks now, at least a couple weeks. I've been watching this baby go, so I cannot wait for Luxo to look like this. That'd be great. That's what we all hope for. But many of these patterns have been playing out to the bullish side. I mean,
Celsius is my top holding now. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, it's popped up to the top. Like, like I just like holding it. I bought it early, like way back when it was like 6 cents, and I've been holding it. I pretty much have the same amount of tokens when I bought it back then, because like I sold some and then I just bought back. Like I sold some, got some cash, and then I just bought back all my tokens when the price came back down. So it's like I haven't sold anything, and I had that big amount of cash that I got out of it. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, like Celsius is, to me, Celsius is like an index of all of crypto. And like I think I repeat this almost every time I talk about it, but people aren't going to be storing their crypto on a ledger. Like that's not where crypto adoption is going to happen. I mean, sure, there's going to be that crowd. I'm going to be part of that crowd, like who does self custody. But most people are not going to do that. Most people are going to use stuff like Celsius, and so Celsius is going to be like a bank. It's going to be massive.
It's just amazing how this has come back and wicked to these. It breaks out, wicks to them, and comes right back up. So looking very bullish. I think everything is going just nuts right now. But since I even said something, if the ETH is up another $20, ETH is now at an all-time high.
You know what's crazy is like I get bored with in crypto, I get bored with the steady increase in my portfolio, which is pretty much what's been happening. My portfolio has been going steadily up because I'm so used to it, like going like insane
just
up.
Getting bored.
Yeah, I get bored with I made another 5% in 3 days. Oh, I made another 5% in a
week. Probably time for a vacation though.
Yeah, it's like yawn, boring. Cryptos are boring. Wait for it to start going again. Let's check out Swappy Swap.
I might need to take some profit here.
What are you looking at? ETH?
Yeah, ETH, man. All-time high on ETH. Look at this, 21.74.
Yeah, but don't you think it's gonna pop higher? Give it like a couple.
Yeah,
days.
I do.
It's up to you.
But when I say take profit, I'm taking profit into ETH. Like I have more ETH.
Right.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, because you have a long and you're just gonna turn into a regular position.
Yeah, longed ETH and I get paid out in ETH. So taking profit's always good.
Yeah, especially during
no, I'm gonna let it ride though, because I did get a good entry, and I think we got room to go, especially when ETH starts to go. It likes to go. But I do know when it flirts around with all-time highs, like here, all-time high, chop down, all-time high, chop down. Like it likes to kind of flirt around with these all-time highs and chop down. I don't know why. It likes to just
there's just money steadily coming in the crypto right now. It's steady stream of money. Steadily coming in,
wow.
steadily coming in, steadily coming in.
Something's going on. Is there something in the news? Is anybody in chat? If anything news in the news just dropped, let us know.
Well, I think it's the domino effects from like back in what Elon started back in March.
Well, that's what I was about to ask. Like, did he tweet? Did he put out a tweet or something?
No, it's just the dominoes. Like, it takes time for those dominoes to perforate through everything,
Swap, right? That's what you wanted to look
Swappy
at.
swaps. So swap is looking weird. It's like the twin tower or towers of crypto or whatever.
Yeah. So honestly, this is kind of what Luxo looks like at the moment. We had this. We had a nice big uptrend, and it got broke. And then we had this downtrend, and the downtrend got broke. When this downtrend got broke, right in here, I picked up swap. I bought some more swap.
He said, look, did you see? Let me pull it up. You keep talking about it, and I'm gonna look for his tweet.
Okay, is there actually a tweet?
Yeah, well, what is this?
Coinbase listing. That's what Zulu was saying. Coinbase listing.
No, he was tweeting something like the founder of this.
Gene Evans says, "Guys, I don't have any fiat left." I mean, I don't really either.
Dude, I don't have any fiat. Like, screw that garbage crap. Like, who wants to?
I keep some fiat for tipping.
Yeah, I keep fiat in my bank account just for basic liquidity. Like,
but now, have you ever asked any servers, or like if you go to a restaurant, have you ever asked anyone like, "Hey, do you have a wallet, like a crypto wallet?" You ever try to tip someone in crypto?
I haven't, but that would be an interesting thing to try.
I had this young kid I asked. I'm like, yo, dude, you got a Coinbase? He's like, what's that? I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, you're younger than me. Like, I thought young kids keep up with that stuff.
I still think there's not that many people in it.
There's not, especially when I ask young kids and they don't even know.
That's weird that young kids don't know, because they should be knowing more than us. We're millennials,
expect.
you know. Millennials are like, we're getting older now, so.
I don't know if I am a millennial, but we can say I am.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a millennial. I think I'm like dead center millennial.
I guess if you are, I probably am.
So,
but anyway, swap. It broke. We had a nice uptrend here. I got back in after the downtrend was broke, because this is kind of what I look for, right? These nice impulse wave up. We had our correction wave. The correction wave got broke, so I bought back in and I took some profit. And now I'm kind of just waiting for it to reset, right?
Don't you think it's gonna break out to new highs? Because he was saying something about an app with like some million users. I just remember him tweeting. Like, I even was looking at Twitter and I couldn't find it, but Jeff Perdikis.
This is just a scary looking double top. It made a lower high. You know, it's not like it made a higher high.
Yeah. So that could be bad.
That's why it has me concerned.
Should I dump it? Tell me what to do. Should I dump it?
I took my profit. I did. So this isn't a bad. Well, let me check out some more stuff, right? But, I think you can hold it. I think especially with everything else lighten up. Oh my, Bitcoin.
Bitcoin going off?
It is going, buddy. Oh, I knew I should have longed that. I thought about longing that, but ETH usually does better. They're both up 5%, so they're both equal. So I'm doing okay. Doesn't matter. Oh my. Is Bitcoin gonna make an all-time high? It's been a while. Well, when was it? March 14th? It's been 3 weeks.
You know what's funny is I paid so much attention to alts, I barely pay attention to Bitcoin. People are like, you should show Bitcoin more love. I do own, Bitcoin. I own a lot of Bitcoin.
I'm honestly embarrassed of my chart right now because it looks like complete nonsense. I need to just start deleting this. But swap. I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted here. It's hard when things are pumping. Because things are pumping. Yeah, I think swap goes. The money flow is looking good. On the 4-hour here, we had a nice big red money flow. Now we're just clipping. This could just be a nice little baby consolidation up towards its all-time highs, which is good.
I'm going to throw something up on the screen. So this is the Trust Swap tweet. What happens to Trust Swap after it acquires a crypto-focused app on both iOS and Android with 1.5 million users? Find out later this month. So he's pumping swap with some kind of news coming out. So we're going to probably see from that, I think we're going to see some price action. So I am going to hodl.
Okay. Yeah. I got to take profit on this long. I'm up.
What, on the Ethereum?
On it. Yeah, I have a 10x long, and this is about where I get off.
Look at this, guys. This is Geeky Geek. Let's break it down. Go get some. Just kidding. Not investment advice.
What's breaking? Oh, Geek?
I'm just showing him Geek. Like, we put the video right here, and it went bam. And I was like, guys, be patient. Look, I want to actually put that, like, guys, like in for my Patreon group, like, that sees everything first. All right, let me just say, look, Patreon guys, there's a reason I want you guys to buy in slow. Just wait. You could have accumulated when this, because someone came in here and dumped. Someone bought here. I was even looking at the buys, guys. Someone bought back here and they dumped, like, because they were trying to manipulate the price. They dumped it right here. That's why you want to buy in steady. I try to release these things steadily so that people can buy into these things steadily. But whatever. Everyone jumps in when we say, hey, there's a really good find, and it is a good find. Geek is a good find, but try to buy it steadily. You can get better prices. Like, be patient. watch the whole video. Be patient. But yes, I am bullish about it. I think it's a cool project. But that's a divergence.
Oh my.
All right, did you do your order? What is this?
Yeah, that's Bitcoin.
What the hell, man? That looks crazy.
It's on the 1 minute.
That makes me want to
chart.
sell just looking at that chart.
I know.
It doesn't give me confidence looking at that.
This is a tweet. I'm telling you. What did Elon do? What did he do? This isn't normal. This is not normal. Look at the chart. That's not normal.
There's money coming in the crypto. There's money coming in the crypto. Like it's happening.
My TA is fun. It's my technical analysis is telling me Elon tweeted.
Guys, you want me to go on a rant? I'm gonna go on a rant, man. Well, I guess not that long of one, but seriously, the rich are going to love cryptocurrency. The rich are going to love it because now you can put your wealth into this stuff, and it's borderless.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized this is a cup and handle.
That is a cup and handle.
On swap.
We saw a cup and handle on another project. I think I don't know. I don't remember which one it was.
Wasn't it a stock or something?
No, we were looking at a cup and handle for something else, and it broke out like major league. But I don't remember which one it was.
I'll go back and check later.
Yeah, we'll bring it up sometime in the future and say, hey, look, this is where we saw a cup and handle, and we saw it breaking out. It did because I saw it looked exactly like cup and handle, and it broke out. So which one is this? This is Trust Swap.
The swap. I'm sitting here trying to figure out. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, that doesn't look. I'm like, oh, it dawned on me.
So you saw the tweet, guys. The tweet from Jeff Kardakis, the founder of Trust Swap. He's got something big coming out end of the month. So I think it's gonna break up. I'm gonna hodl. I'm gonna hold it. And see,
Yeah, it looks great. I would too. I wouldn't. I have a smaller portfolio, so I got to take profit and move it around until it gets a bit bigger. If I was a bigger fish, I would be. I would like to hold this. I'm gonna get some more, but I got to make my moves. All
right, and last one we're gonna do is Cardano. Let's get Cardano before we do a question and answer. We'll dig through the question and answer.
Keep thinking you're saying like Cardano.
KDA.
Keep thinking ADA.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say. I'm just mental like that.
So, yeah, I don't have much to chart on this one.
So, guys, this is one of my older calls. If you look back in the day, here, I'm going to put the mouse on the screen. Let me get the mouse on the screen. Did I get my mouse on this thing? There it is. Okay, here, video right here. Like, I put some video out about this time, and I was like, yeah, I'm accumulating. I think it went up here, and I bought it, and then I bought some more when it went down. Cardano, still holding. Billion-dollar partnerships. Excellent team. Excellent project. It's going to port it to Polkadot. It's going to be proof of stake, scalable, multi-sharded, multi-parallel sharded chain. I'm still holding it. This is the reason you hold for things in the long term, because you can get like prices like this, like 20 cents, and now it's about to hit $2. But yeah, like, so I we'll see how it goes. So I'm still holding it. I think it's a good project. So. But yeah, that's one of the channel calls.
Well, looking at the TA here.
See if you can look at it on a more refined TA, because like at least on the takeoff maybe.
Down in
like
here.
on an hourly, or maybe on a 30 minute or something.
Well, the way I look at it is, if this is a local top, right, and it does decide to pull back from $1.75, where would I look to buy? The golden pocket, like always, which is going to be between $1 and $1.30. Okay, so now if I do buy in this area, it still could come down to 80 cents, and I would still be bullish. Okay, because it could find a floor there and go up. So that's kind of my buy. It's a large buy range. I mean, I'm talking 80 cents to $1.30. When we get down into this region, that's when I'll start paying attention to it more. But that's only if this is a top. I mean, I have no idea what the market cap is on this. Do you?
Let me look. I like I said, I buy these things and I stop looking at them.
Because it could just keep going, right? I mean, I don't know how high this is going to go.
Market cap, 185 million. Yeah, so this is a billionaire. This is going to be $1 billion project. So I'm not selling anytime soon. It's gonna be 10x from here. Like I'm not even thinking about it because I know the team is like legit. I remember when I did my research on them, they were like from like all these bankers, like, and they're like legit ass or whoops, legit people. Like like they're pretty legit. So
So that's good. I actually missed this one. This is I didn't catch this video that you did. I do have it on my watch list now. So you know, you being a fundamental trader, you wouldn't even really look at you would just buy here.
oh no, I'm already in. Like I'm holding it. In a
Let's say,
sense, holding means it's like I just bought it, because I'm holding. So
yeah, I get that, but like, let's say you just did like let's say you just completed your fundamental research on this and you hadn't bought it yet.
that's a good question.
Like,
Yeah, I would buy it because it's
you would just buy it. That's
Yeah.
what you normally
Yeah,
do.
they got a $1 billion customer base. Like they got someone in the line. Like they're working with $1 billion entities. Like it's like Luxo. It doesn't make any sense that people aren't buying it. Like what I do is I buy my chunk and then I forget about it because it's like this is so undervalued. It's ridiculous. Just like Luxo, it's so undervalued. It's ridiculous. I don't know how people don't get this stuff. Like it's almost like crypto saying, here's some money, guys. Here's some money, and people don't get it. They don't understand it. Like whatever. You know what it is? The market comes to where I am. I don't go where the market is. The market comes to me.
There you go. No, that's great.
Because it's like people only like guys like they got $1 billion clients and it's 150 million. It's only time. That's the only difference. But I'll be patient. I'm patient for money. Not an
So
investment advice.
now that I have this project on my radar, I'm pretty hard on the technical analysis because that's all I know. I don't know fundamentals like you do. So, but knowing that it's a strong project, when I look at the price here and I just see it go like this, I mean, I'm not gonna buy.
Yeah, I get it.
From a
I
technical
wouldn't
point.
want to. I wouldn't want to.
And it might keep going, and I might miss out, but that's fine.
There's so many opportunities you don't have to. Like you don't
because
have
if
to
it
buy
does keep going,
something that's in the mid pump. See, like guys, there's so many projects out there that you could look for something that's not mid pump and buy it.
But
it takes a lot of work.
The way I look at it is if it's gone up this much already,
Mm-hmm.
it could pull back to areas that I mentioned, like here and here. Okay. Or it could keep just ripping, and let's say it goes up twice what it already did. Okay. If that's the case, then I would expect it to pull back to this area anyway, and then I can get back in here anyway. Right.
Yeah.
So like I can be patient and find. I just wait. I'm waiting for pullbacks. I don't just buy on big green straight candles.
That's what I did with I did that with Algorand or not. No, I did that with eGold, like the eGold one, and you can even see it in my video. Like I said, look, it just pumped. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna watch it, and it's exactly what I did. Like if you want to pull up eGold.
Yeah, I do actually, because I mentioned when this breaks out and it goes, look for that 150 area. We get above that, and I'll start getting real bullish on this, which it is. I mean, we're pinging close to 200 now, and I have a couple targets by the all-time high and extended all the way up to 300. So 2 to 300, it's a big range, but that's what I'm looking for on this. And again, I was kind of tight, so I missed this one again. I keep missing all the good TA ones because I'm just bag holding. I'm a Mr. Bag holder.
All right, let's do some questions and answers. So, Anchor also on Luna. I think there might be an Anchor drop. I don't know. I've vaguely looked at Anchor. I forget which one. You're getting a drop for owning mirror tokens, so that's one of the reasons I staked my mirror tokens into the governance. So I gotta be clear on that. I have to go back to that. But Anchor, yeah, I'm watching the whole Luna system because that's a stellar team. So thanks for asking that. Nicholas, thank you. Let's see who else. Greenwish. Yeah, you gotta say @intrepid so it turns yellow, guys. But I'm gonna let's look at Chainex. One of our Gene Evans wants us to take a look at.
Is that PCX?
Oh, awesome! Thanks for the tip, guys. Jordan Johnson, thanks for the tip. But let's take a look at PCX, and then we'll get to connected ICO is so tiny. They get a large allocation to private sale holders, participation based on your tier. The get ETH BNB Sol and Dot projects site was having issues. They are changing servers right now. Cool. So connect ICO. I'll take a look at that. See, I gotta put the guys. You know how many recommendations you guys give me, but I dig through them. So connect ICO. So what are we looking at right now? We're looking at PCX.
I don't know why there's no data. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing.
Look at that single candle. It's like
I think I might have clicked on a scam one. I noticed Dex has a bunch of junk stuff that comes up. Like, what is this? This isn't the right one, I don't think. Or maybe it is. It's the only chain X on. Oh, it's because it's ETH? I don't know.
You know, connect ICO. I don't see it on CoinGecko.
Oh, I can look at it on TradingView. I'm dumb.
Connect CNCT, I think. 50 million market cap. I think that just started. I don't know.
Oh, it must have got added onto KuCoin recently.
Connect. Oh,
Chain
that's
X.
Chain X. Yeah, Chain X. I'm not selling that either. I'm just hodling it. What I'm doing is I'm taking the interest that I'm getting and I'm just accumulating that. That's what I'm doing with that one.
This is new. There's no real information there.
All right, let's go back to the questions.
I don't think we looked at PSI, did we?
Yeah, we'll take a look at yeah, thanks for compliments, Hardy. Yeah, let's take a look at the wild cards. So
PSI is showing me that it, broke that previous high, came back down, trying to find support right around that $500 area, which is looking pretty standard. That's
okay,
what
so
I look for.
PSI, UFR, Vanilla, and what was the other one? These are all our super micro caps, like play around kind of things. Like they're super wild cards. All of them could be rug pulls overall. But I know UFR is legit because we met the founder. And that's a legit project. That guy's skilled. He's a very skilled programmer. The UFR developers. But specifically Tyler, he's very skilled, very talented. He also made something called Lotto token. I'll do a video on that soon because a sponsored video on Lotto. But it is an interesting token. You guys should check out that one. The Lotto token is like it's like a $2 million market cap. But the programming that he put into that one, the Lotto one, it just shows you his skill set. And so like when he's working on UFR, he's just a talented coder. So there's a lot of potential with UFR and even the Lotto token too.
He made Lotto.
Yeah, he made the Lotto token and the UFR token. The Lotto token has like a $2 million market cap. But what he did is he put all of the contracts into one contract, so that the ETH fees are super small in relationship to all the accounts. So someone triggers the account to do the Lotto, and it's paid for everyone. And just one person wins, and like everyone else is deducted a little bit. So it's kind of like like one of those ones where the supply is subtracted from everyone except for the winner. It's pretty interesting. I'll do a video on it because he did sponsor us for that video, and I'll go over like the mind experiment of what could be happening from that.
Well, looking at the chart on UFR, I keep looking at the 4 hour, and I keep wanting to see something here, and I just don't. I mean, it may be a descending triangle, which doesn't look the greatest, right? Because you're getting like lower highs, and it's and you got a nice floor right around 26 cents, which comes in from, if you look left, just like on PSI, our previous all-time highs here have flipped support for now. As long as those hold, I can actually measure. So I just now realizing all of this from just now, actually. I didn't realize that I had this info on the bigger time frames, right? Looking on the daily, I can actually, it was easiest for me to see this. But I wanted to draw a trend line measuring, say, this flagpoles, because that's what it kind of seems to me. Looks like a. I just don't see these descending triangles playing out to the downside when we're in a bull market. So if I expect this to break out, I'm looking for UFR to go to about 90 cents. But when it's this low of a market cap, I mean, we see it with a lot of these targets are getting exceeded, basically, especially when they are lower targets or lower market caps. So you can see the same thing happen with PSI. Back tested the previous all-time high for support, and that's good. And that's what we want to see. RSI bottomed out right on that high, so that's good for PSI, UFR. These all look great. I'm still holding all of these ever since
they're all micro
video out.
caps. You know, they're like a sub million. And this is the one that they were referencing us before, the Connect one. Thanks for that, Jordan Johnson. He's telling us to take a look at this one, Connect ICO.
Can we? Is it actually an ICO or?
It's on
That's
Coin.
what I was wondering.
It's on CoinMarketCap. Not on. Oh, what I do here? Is this your screen or mine? Oh, here it is. So let's see here. About us.
Okay, I think I can pull it up on Dex.
Okay, yeah, I might look at this because he wants me to look at it. But
he'll have to let me know if this is the right one. Is it $1.03?
Yeah, it's $1.03. Wait, here I'll show you it actually on Coin. This one. So we'll just. Look
I can't see what you're doing.
Yeah, we'll be able to pull it up later. But that's what.
I think this is it on Dex. I think I have it.
Let's pull it up on Uniswap. Is that it right there?
Yeah, I think this is it.
Looks
like that.
This one's $1.02. $1.02.
I think this is the right one.
I'm gonna actually look at the Uniswap. Actually, what is the ticker?
I have it as CON.
Here it's.
Or
I think it's yeah, it is CON. So, but I'm gonna actually use the contract because it's not on the list on Uniswap yet. But we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at it. See if it's worth digging into.
Then I seen another one by Glenn Maker. It's mentioned blank.
Can you guys take a look at blank? All right, we'll take a look at blank.
Privacy token.
Unique name, right?
Blank.
Blank token. You blank and blank.
I feel like that was a miscommunication in their department. They're like, what do you want to do for the name? I was like, just leave it blank. And then just put.
Pretty good price action from it.
70 million market cap, so that's solid. $70 million.
What's it going for? Let's see the webpage. Reclaim privacy on Ethereum transfers. Well, that'd be good. You know what would really be good is a privacy DEX, so that people don't get front run. You know how many guys I see getting front run by bots on Unidex makes me angry, because those bots are stealing from people. You know, I hate that. First ever Chrome extension that gives you an untraceable identity. Like, my question first would be how much does it cost? It's on Ethereum. $500 to make your transaction private. You know, but yeah, besides that, I'll just put these tabs down. Cool. I think we covered everything. So we looked at PSI, UFR, all of those. He said it's a privacy play. We'll take a look.
Yeah, I think these are finding support at their previous resistance, which is good. These are looking good. What else do we have? We're still cooling off a little bit from our pump we just had, which is nice to see. You know, I didn't look at the total market cap of everything minus altcoins.
What are you looking at now? What is this?
This is the total altcoin market cap, because I think one of the last live streams it was just starting to break out, and you can see we've continued to zig and zag back up here. Now, what do you think this means when we break this uptrend on total altcoin market cap? What does that mean? Do you think that some of that goes back into Bitcoin, or do you think it just
as you can see, actually, the alts are breaking out. So I think we're about to see a big pump of cash into the alts. That's just my guess. The alts, like Bitcoin had its run earlier. Bitcoin actually, in terms of its going higher than its previous all-time high, did better than these. These are just now kind of like here. Can you pull it to where it shows the previous all-time high in the alts?
For the market cap?
Yeah, like the previous. Like you have to go like a week or something like that. I think there it is. See, okay, so how much are we up? And then look at Bitcoin, how much it's up from its previous. So do that measurement from the previous all-time high and see percentage, and then we'll look at Bitcoin. So right now we're sitting at an 80% above for the alts, and then look at Bitcoin.
Okay, you mean Bitcoin's actual just price?
Yeah, look at that, like from its previous all-time high.
Which was, oh, this is my perpetual contract, so you can't see it, but it's 20,000. We all know that.
Right. So 20,000 to, so Bitcoin is
200%.
So the alts are going to catch up. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
The alts are going to get to 100%. So there's going to be way more cash coming into the alts, and that dominance is, it's just slushing back and forth. And so right now we're about to see a slush into the alts, and then it's probably going to start with the top ones like Ethereum, and then the medium alts like Mirror. Guys, Mirror bullish. Okay. I can't make that more any more clearly. Obviously, nothing here is investment advice, but Mirror, come on, it's a medium alt that's probably going to be right there after in the next wave of pumpage. Geeks and all of those other lower caps are probably going to get some liquidity after that. So we're going to see, I think we're going to see a month of we're going to see a big wave of cash into the alts. I think we're about to see that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like that I like that comparison. I've never done that where you look at kind of what you were doing, looking at the market cap from our previous high, up 80%, and Bitcoin's up 200%. That's cool. That's cool, because that's a really good comparison that it's not even half. Hasn't even made half the move that Bitcoin has.
Right, and which one, the alts are going to do way more than Bitcoin in the future. That's my prediction. History can judge me later. And then Tuckos, he's asking me, what do you think about the Berlin hard fork for Ethereum? It's releasing April 14th. According to CoinMarketCap, would you have effect on price? It depends on if they get EIP 1559 through. I think, are they going to get that through? I don't know. But if they can get that in, oh man, that's very bullish for Ethereum. If they can actually get that EIP 1559 where they start burning Ethereum. But the miners hate it. The miners hate that. The miners hate EIP 1559. So I don't know if it's going to happen, but if it does, that's very bullish for Ethereum, and that's bullish for all crypto. That'll make everything healthier, and that'll make Ethereum fees go down a lot too. So that would be amazing if EIP 1559 could go through. But like I said, the miners don't like it, so I don't know if it's going to happen, and I don't know if it's proposed part of that, but we'll see. If that happens, if you know about that, yeah, man. If Tuckos, if you know about that, if they're going to get 1559 through, that would be the one thing I'd be looking for. And if that goes through, then that's very bullish. So are we done? We done with this? I think we covered a lot. It's been about, how long has the stream been?
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's got questions, get them in.
Yeah, if they're saying EIP 1559 won't pass because of miners, I actually agree with that. I think the miners, it'll be contentious. At the very least, it's going to be contentious. It's just part of the whole thing. Any more questions, guys, before we take off? I guess not. Oh, here we go. Do you expect all trades to take place on DEXs one day? Yes, I do. What will keep DEXs present when trading fees on DEXs are extremely low, like Uniswap? Look, in the future, you're not even going to know you're going to be using DEXs. It's just going to happen. Like one day, thanks for the $5 tip, by the way, Shane. In the future, you're not even going to know. On the future, it's going to be like, oh, I'm on my phone and I'm trading whatever I want. Whatever I want. It could be mortgages, could be the weather. If you look at, I have a new video to my Patreons. It's going to be my Patreons get everything 24 hours, 40 hours first, and then it comes public. I have a video coming public to about oracles and how they've changed the game. And dude, it's just game over, man. Crypto is going to be on your phone. You're going to be able to trade anything of value, and it won't matter if your government's oppressive or not. So
did you say weather?
You can trade the weather. Yeah.
What do you mean? How do you trade the weather?
Today's precipitation is going to be 55 degrees, and I'm trading. Oh, I think it's going to be 68 degrees, and or 68 precipitation percent, right? And so like if it's I said it's 68. Someone else said 50, so and it goes. You can just trade on it.
It sounds like gambling or betting.
But believe it or not, what happens when people trade stuff like that is it becomes a prediction market, and people can actually use that data. Like, because you're gonna have
so it
scientists.
becomes like contracts or something.
Think about it. If I'm a scientist and I'm a weather expert, and there's a market where I could trade the weather, and I know like from the weather data, I'm gonna totally trade that market.
Stop.
Wouldn't you? Like, if you got the edge on a market like that, and what happens is the price tells you what's really gonna happen.
You can do your video and put it out to Patreon about your weather coin thing, but I ain't buying that.
Dude, the way markets work is the guy who has in prediction markets is the guy who has the edge wants to trade. And so if people are trading the weather, the guy who's got the edge is going to be like, yeah, man, I know a little bit more than the market, statistically speaking. So it's like if you read books about investing, a lot of investors are gamblers. They know it's a gamble. But all you need to be successful is have some percentage in your favor. If you roll the dice, if you go to the gamble house and you have 2% in your favor, you can play all day long and you're gonna make a fortune because that's 2% compounding every single time you play. Even if you're losing.
Management.
Huh?
If you know risk management, you can't bet the farm.
No, yeah, you got to do break it down into some smaller plays. Like let's say you're doing some gamble and you're at a 2% advantage. You just got to play enough to start to where you could start winning, and eventually that 2% is going to be compounding mathematically speaking. And so it's compounding 2%, 2%, 2%. Even if you're losing, eventually the math will average out at 2%. That's the way this works. So if you have some advantage, and it's slightly in your percentage advantage, then you're going to win. That's what investing is.
That's why I only play blackjack.
Yeah. Like the smartest investor, one of the smartest investors in the world, he was a blackjack guy, and he learned to count cards by using glasses. This is in the 1970s, by the way.
I taught myself just basic counting.
Well, in 1970s, one of the best investors, I forget his name, it's slipped my mind, but he wore glasses in the 70s. I don't know if it was glasses or a thing in his ear, but he would click something and it would do all the math for him, and it gave him a slight edge, and then he would just play and play and play, and he just made a fortune from that. And it was in the 70s, had a little device in his ear, and he would click something, and it's crazy.
Back in the 70s.
Yeah, if you know computers, you could do anything. Thanks, Marcos. Appreciate the tip.
He didn't no comment.
Yeah, no comment.
$9.99.
Yeah, we try to deliver quality here for everyone. So, all right, guys, I think we're out. Been here about an hour and 13 minutes. It's a good live stream. Adios.